Hey, this is Cherry, and as you can hear, the Archer press room is in full swing. The cast and creative team behind the series is here, and we're going to be talking the 10th season, Archer 1999. Get ready for some reveals, get ready for some laughter, and get ready to geek out over one of my favorite shows, celebrating 10 years on FX. Congratulations on season 10 of Archer.
Thank you very much. I feel very lucky and grateful and happy. We've made it this far.
So can you tell me what's going on with 1999?
Well, it's all in outer space. We're on a ship, and there are other ships and aliens. And Cyrill is kind of the self-appointed first mate of the Seamus. And, he looks at the scanner and does a little bit with the control board. But mostly we're just running around on the ship dealing with crises,
So Cyrill's going to be a little bit different than past Cyrils.
I'm going to be very different than last season's Cyrill when I was Siegbert Fuchs. So I'm kind of back to more normal Cyrill mode, like kind of, pathetic and getting shat upon and all that. So
he's not pathetic. He's just needy like a black hole.
Yeah. I'd call that pathetic, but.
So one of the things that I love about watching the shows over the past 10 years is it feels fresh every year. And with you guys doing 1999 this year, last year you guys were on the island, how do you guys sort of keep your mind together and keeping the characters separate from season to season?
That's all in the writing. I don't have to do much to do that. Last season was the most challenging just because I was trying to talk in German with a German accent. So that was very different, very different Cyrill. But, I'm used to doing Cyrill in the mode that he is in this season and most seasons, He was different, for the Private Eye season. That was different. But it's, it's there in the writing. So sometimes there's a little bit of a question of finding the right tone with it, holding on to some Cyrillness while also being whatever is called for in that season, But Matt and Casey, who are usually at the end of the phone line with me when I'm recording, do a very good job of guiding me through all that, So
I'm always curious because I know you do other voice work. Do you keep a recording of the character so you can remember how it sounds? Or do you watch old episodes?
I've done Cyrill for long enough that I have a pretty good sense of them. They're all very close to my own voice. So, like Cyrill and Jerry Smith from Rick and Morty are, they're just a little bit different. I have, at times, like when we've got a long span of not recording or something, I'll make a recording from an episode and listen to that on my iPhone. But I've got them. I feel like I've got them down pretty well now. So.
Do you prefer recording by yourself, or do you prefer recording with other people to get that interplay?
I prefer recording by myself because the problem for me, I'm happy to record with other people, but it's you don't memorize the scripts, so you're just reading them. And if you want to try to have interaction with people, I find it kind of unnatural, making eye contact and stuff because you got the script here and this. So it's like this weird halfway world between acting and doing this. It's acting, but for me, it's easier just to picture the people in my head, sort of. And usually there's somebody on the other end of the phone line reading the scene with me opposite if there's a lot of back and forth. And also, it's just so much more time efficient to do it individually. It really is, because if you're doing a whole cast record, it can take all freaking day. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it can. With you going in and out of the booth, like if you're not going to be in a few scenes, I haven't done too many shows like that, but I'm sure it depends on the show. But at the end of the day, I like doing it solo.
Now, how did you spend your summer, as I like to say? When you guys weren't shooting Archer.
Right. Recording, we say. Recording, yes.
Recording.
Yes. I don't know. Well, like last summer, you mean?
Because I think you guys have long since done it and they finished the editing. So I assume it was probably shot last year? Recorded last year?
Yeah. Well, I've got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, two sons. So that's what I do.
That takes up all your time.
It takes up a lot of time, yeah.
Now, you've been coming to Comic-Cons for a long time. You guys got such a passionate fan base. Have you seen any really good Cyrills, and which have been your favorites?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, there was a Cyrill He came with an aluminum foil swan, which had been from one of the episodes that season. So that was probably the best Cyrill I've seen. I mean, not that many people seem to do Cyrill. He's just because he's inherently not as cool as doing Archer or Lana or Pam or anybody else. But yeah, every now and then I'll see a good Cyrill.
Well, I think all the fans need to send you their cosplay to you either on Twitter or Instagram. How can they find you on either one? What's your favorite?
I am not on either one. Neither Twitter, nor Instagram, nor Facebook, nor LinkedIn.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Really?
Oh my gosh, you're just living free without all the internet pestering you.
Exactly.
You've got kids, so I totally cannot blame you for that.
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt it challenging to keep up with my emails with my friends and people. So the idea of having more things that I have to respond to is just like, nope.
It's too much.
Too much for me. I'm too simple-minded to keep up with all that.
Well, I cannot wait to see you guys this May, I think is when the premiere.
Yes, May sometime.
They haven't announced a particular date, but I cannot wait to have my date with Archer 1999.
Thanks, yeah, me too.
Thank you so much for talking with
Thank
me.
you. Pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Do you mind?